underway on a Friday night here on Fox League round 6. And Clemmer in second tackle on a repeat set. De Bellin now right to the line. They're moving well. Out it goes. Yeah. Holmes this time. Show us the money. Tui Palazzu scores in the corner. He's got something for us.
And Tui Palazzu putting together a great season.
Yeah, 50th NRL game and now has scored in his past 5 games here at this venue. Verrills and Randall. Campbell went short that time. Fafita has offloaded. Well done. David Fafita. Can he tease us all with his skill set?
2 handy assets when they get going for the Titans, Fafita and Kelly. And that poor pass from Lockie Ilias and the breakdown on that previous set from the Dragons has come back to hurt them.
Held there by Verrills. Cook and Ilias and Flanagan. Out it goes. Holmes is there. Sami sprinted in from the wing and got nothing. Left behind was Beau Fermor, and the Dragons have broken down the Titans' defence there.
Just reaching at thin air as Holmes slices on the outside of Fermor. Watch the movement here of Holmes on the pass. The pass is brilliant. The movement from Holmes is all class. Look at that. It's running back stuff. It is NFL running back stuff, that.
Ilias for Flanagan, drifting across. Sully on the outside of his man. Slow to the corner. Again, the Titans are opened up on the flank. And it's just not good enough from them.
Francis just couldn't deal with the pace of Sloan and the edges. Well, they went bang, bang to the left. And this time they go right and they find their X factor, Tyrell Sloan. Great fend.
Lovely move. Holmes again. Maybe forward. Gufferson to Flanagan. He's on his way. The Saints go marching in for their 4th try of the night. They have turned this game on its head in a very short space of time.
You are getting an absolute treat of the movement of Holmes.
Good line.
They might get the first to the second. They go long. He's over again. Tui Palazzu. Off he goes. He's given us a little bit. There you go, Flanagan. He's back.
Here comes the paper. It's Tui Palazzu.
That's 2.
There it is.
Here is Ilias. Sule to Sloan. Dragons over again. They're in short kickoff. Kelly does a clean back to Fafita, who goes into beast mode, gets away from Leilua, one-handed offload to Fermor, then away. What about this try? Straight from the kickoff. Sami goes over for the Titans. I want to say low. I don't want to be hit by it, but I'm just saying that they call it low.
He's called him out.
We've got direct contact that's with moderate force in the bin.
There we go. He's off to the sin bin. This ball! Egan's over! It's 1 for Gerringong!
His work rate has been absolutely enormous. He started on the edge, he's been in the middle.
Yes. Randall, last tackle. Campbell got his range. Looking for Fitzgibbon! On debut, loses the ball. Ah, what a shame.
He's a great athlete. It's Egan.
Dylan Egan limping back. Let's hope it's just a cramp, maybe. Campbell Gillard on a broken defensive line. Campbell will take advantage of this. Have a look at this bloke. And fashioned to pass almost through the legs. He is just a footy player. Jaden Campbell, how with it, and bumps away from Ilias. Back in field. Bremsen will get there for the Titans. This week full time. Dragons 38, Titans 16.
Plano, the tries seem to come a lot easier tonight, but what did you make of the defensive effort? I think you turned the Titans away a total of 54 times inside your own 20. defence was huge.
Yeah, we're doing too much of it.
Yeah.
It's been the story of our year so far. We're poor in round one, some soft tries on our try line, and we've worked really hard at it, but we're just doing too much of it. It's not something I want to have a badge of honour of defending your try line really well. We just giving sides shots at our try line by penalties and errors coming out of our end, so we need to tidy it up.
Des was saying he was really happy with the way they started, and probably it's just said the last 7 or 8 minutes of that first half you guys got on top, scored a couple of tries. How did you see that turning, Cookie?
Yeah, no, it was a close start. It's pretty physical at the start, pretty flowing footy. But yeah, I think we just waited for our turn, and then when we did, we took those opportunities and got a couple of late tries. But a lot of hard work, like Flanner said, defending our line at the start of that game. We had to put a lot of hard work in to get there first. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to start fast against them.
How's Christian? He scored two tries, came off.
Yeah, he's had a history of hamstring strains. I don't think it's that bad. He just felt it tightening up. So, when you've had a history of it, you get that feel that it's starting to tighten up. You put your hand up, and which he did. So, I don't think it'll be a long term. It might be a week or so. Touch wood.
Is that closer to what you need to see out of your halves? Some classy moments, particularly from Kyle, when the game was kind of in the balance there in that first half.
Yeah, they did their job today. I thought everyone did their job, and when you win, halves always get the pats on the back because they touch the ball a lot and make some crucial decisions. And when you lose, sometimes they unfortunately get some criticism that they don't really deserve. So it was good to see him. We scored some really nice tries, some clinical tries, shifts to our edge that were classy, that were practiced. And so when you practice things and they come off, it's really pleasing, and there's some nice passes by both halves in that.
Speaking of the edges, is that what you envisaged when you brought Bell Holmes down here, particularly in that sort of 10-minute period before the half? Felt like he was really important.
He's class, Bell. Get the ball when he's got a bit of space. But tonight, what I liked from Bell is his yardage carries. He really jumped in, especially in the first half. Jumped in, carried out a dummy half or one off the ruck, and put his hand up to carry the football. So he's got a nice mix in his game at the moment.
Can I ask you about Luce Leilua? Thoughts on his impact coming off the bench in that 10-minute period where it did swing?
Yeah, Luce did a good job. He's he can ball play, but he also can carry the football. We just saw it today. He's been getting 50 minutes. We mix it up and give him the back end of the game, and then we got away with a reasonable score, and we gave him a spell at the end. But Dill Egan's probably more what Dylan's doing, Dill Egan's doing than what Luce is doing. Dill's doing a really good job defensively for us. Luce has got that offensive class, and Dylan Egan's got defensive work rate, and so it's a nice mix at the moment.
What have you seen from Dylan Egan, Flanner? Like he's been around the club for a while now, right? But he's sort of part of this promising crop of juniors that are coming through at the moment. Mm-hmm. Is that what you've seen from him for the last 12, 18 months?
Yeah, he's just a real quality young man. He's got a kid, he's a young man. He works really hard on his game. He knows footy. He can read footy really well. It's probably just taken some time with him and Hamish. They just really come out of SG ball last year, so the year before. They're young pups really, and you got to be careful with him. I've got a couple more that sticking their head out of the barn door, ready to go. I just got to be patient. These boys will need a rest at some stage, and I've got another 3 or 4 that I can put in there and give them their NRL debuts, and that's exciting because the old bloke next to me, playing with young blokes like them, it's exciting.
Were you happy with the mental application tonight? Because last week's loss in those circumstances could have had a pretty devastating effect, right? But they've turned it around pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, we've got this 12-0, get out in front by 12-0, and we haven't been able to put our foot on the throat or go to another level, and today we did. So it was nice to see that we could kick away and get a bit of breathing space. And whilst we didn't enjoy the last couple of minutes, we had to defend, and I think if Slaney scores that try, we get out to 40, we can start enjoying ourselves. But we had to work hard at the back end of the game, which is not a bad thing, but it was nice to kick clear and not have to look at the scoreboard every couple of minutes.
We're happy with Tui Palazzu's celebration. He's brought it back this week.
I don't care if he brings it back as long as we're winning and he's scoring winning tries. It's not the right way to do it when you're not winning. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Your side started strong tonight in the opening 20. They had plenty of field position, didn't struggle to create opportunities, but just weren't able to come up with points. What did you put that down to?
I would. I was pretty disappointed with probably that last 10 minutes. We'd worked pretty well. Obviously, we've had a few injuries. We sort of prepared really well for the week, and I just thought we were in a position where I thought played pretty strong. The boys wasn't sizable, but obviously they're sort of fighting for field position, which was okay. And then it was just that last. I think they scored 3 tries, maybe in the last 10 minutes, which was basically the game. And coming back to the second half, trying to make up ground, and it was probably just too guilty, a bit too much of negative play, which is I've sort of been banging on and harping on about a little bit. But it was a disappointing last 7 or so 8 minutes in that first half, where I think we probably lost it there.
Anything you can put that down to, that period? Anything you can put that period down to?
There were a couple of missed tackles, probably some tackles that we should have made.
There was a really crucial, I guess, refereeing call there where both Moore gets pinged for what was deemed as an incorrect play. The ball kind of swings the game a bit. What did you think of that?
Yeah, but we've been talking about that. That they call it like negative play. Like errors on their trial, on errors coming out, leg out penalties. But look, I think most sides have got to deal with those at some point. It's probably something that we've been working on for the last 3 weeks. But at the end of the day, it's an individual responsibility, and it's a really hard one to nail. And it's been crucial particularly when you're maybe down on troops. But we probably showed for that first 25-30 minutes. We can compete, but we've got to manage games better. Sort of stop coming up with the excuses.
Yeah, Dave starting this week. Did you like what you saw from him in the starting role?
Very competitive. Carried strong. Try assist in that first half. But we need to get some outside backs. About 6 or 7 on the sideline at the moment. But it's just the way it is at the moment. You've got to adjust. You've got to go back and get. It's really important we go back to Seabus next week and get a win. Particularly the way we started. We started too bad.
Any news on the injury front? Do you get any of the guys back? Turner was on the side, obviously for suspension, which is no inconsistency. We should have Jojo back in December.
You spoke about high tackles last week. What did you make of Brock Gray's one tonight?
I didn't see it. I had to look after it. But I stated what I thought as procedure, but we'll leave it with the powers to be.
Cool. Thank you, everybody.